All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G. Back at y'all another episode. I got my main man Marlon up in here with me. And
What up? What up?
yesterday, man, a bomb had dropped on the Who That Nation, man, out of nowhere, man. Ian Rappaport dropped the big news, man. Apparently, Derek Carr, he's injured. Like, as y'all all know, I'm late putting out my video. I was really just, trying to process it all yesterday, and I'm kind of listening to everybody else takes, all the other Saints content creators, on what they feel about the news that dropped. Man, Derek Carr, he might be missing the whole season if he undergo the knife, man, with surgery. A lot of people are feeling like Derek Carr finessed the Saints. A lot of people are feeling like, how could Mickey do the restructure? What, like, when did they know about this? How could this even happen giving him the restructure? Like, how did things change now with the draft? Man, was this organization malpractice, or did Derek Carr pull an uptown move and really finesse the Saints? Like, has he really been in New Orleans too long? Like, this some old Canal type, this some Canal Street type shit right here. Like, what's your take, Marlon?
So I think it's a bit of both. I think like the one this is I was so when the news broke, I was in a movie theater when the news broke. I was seeing a movie, The Amateur, pretty good movie by the way, if people want to go see it. But like I was in the movie and I looked at my phone. Or I got this text and I seen it and then I clicked on it and I seen the news. I really think he just finessed the Saints, but I also think it proved how incompetent they are at the top. I'm not blaming Kellen Moore, but we talking about like the top, Mickey Loomis, like the dude. I think everything been confirmed to you. It's just been thrown in your face. You have like some fans that was fighting it. Oh, he's not that bad. Mickey, he's not that bad. Nah, you have one of the at least one of the three worst GMs in the league. If he's not the third, if he's not the worst GM in the league, then he somewhere in that category as one of the three worst GMs in the league. And like, but it's clear though that Derek Carr did finesse them. And I think it's just like I said, I think it's a bit of both. He finessed them. He said he wanted to get traded. He said he'll work with you to probably try to get cut, just not be on the team. Nah, you restructured him anyway. And he won. He got his money, or he gonna get his money, and he don't have to play for your team anymore.
Hmm. So, what injury you think this is? Like, is this the same shoulder injury that he sustained in what that was Green Bay? Like, could that be that same
Man,
thing? Like,
that's what the people that cover the team talking about. Man, that's bullshit, man. That shit you can play on that.
hmm.
They just putting out like I ain't trying to like go at no podcast or people that cover the team, but like man, that shit that's all damage control that they just putting out. Oh, this is a pre-existing injury, man. That's bullshit, man.
Like, could it, like, is it a setback, or because the same thing
Man,
happened with
this
Michael
ain't no
Thomas? Like, we really
this
thought
this
Michael
this
Thomas was going to play that first year Jameis Winston came, but turns out he was going to be injured for the whole year, like a setback. Like, could this be that, or this just whole thing
Man,
made
he
up?
played on this. He played on that. Carr played on that last year, and whatchamacallit, and this year. Like I ain't trying to hear all that. That
Mm,
man, he finessed them, and
mm,
it's nothing wrong. Sometimes you just get finessed. They got finessed. They can try to put it out that we knew about this injury. Man, if you knew, I'm not about to. So this is where it don't make sense yet. If a dude telling me he don't want to play for me and he hurt. I'm not gonna give him $40 million just to give him $40 million so I can go sign Justin Reed. Like, come on, bro. We ain't talk like I like Justin Reed, but we not talking about like fucking prime Ed Reed or something. Like this Justin Reed. Like I'm not about to give somebody $40 million that's quote unquote hurt just to go sign some free agents. Like it just not everything they put out, nothing makes sense. Like they just putting out these reports to try to quote unquote absolve the situation to make it look better than what it is. It ain't no way to look at it. The only way to look at it is you kept a quarterback that didn't want to play for you. You gave him $40 million. Now he coming back and he finessing you. But he can do whatever he want because he either way he gonna get the money. You can't sue him.
mm. So when I think more tutties. I think he said something along the lines of Derek Carr is expected to be his quarterback going into this season. Like, do you think he was aware of what was going on at the time, or do you think he was just doing what he was supposed to be told or anything like that? Because he don't give off that alpha type of vibe like
Yeah,
in a
we
head
ain't we ain't
coach.
really we ain't really see nothing about Kellen Moore until we ain't really see nothing like his imprint on the team. We ain't see it yet. His imprint, we ain't they ain't get
Well,
rid of nobody. Like
he
no,
did say that he envisioned Derek Carr being his quarterback
but I'm saying
for
like
this
we ain't
year at
really
least.
see like all right, if we go look at with the in Chicago, Ben Johnson said, we gonna fix this offensive line. What did they do this offseason? They got a Hall of Fame caliber guard, another good guard. Like they really went to go attack that. They signed a really good center. Like they really attacked that offensive line. Aaron Glenn said, we done with that Aaron Rodgers bullshit. He off the team.
Hmm.
Like we gonna build this team the right way. Like we gonna get that Aaron Rodgers energy off the team. So you see, like they imprint on the team. I haven't seen anything with Kellen Moore yet. I don't know anything at this point. He just like a guy. Maybe we see something different in their draft approach, but like, I mean, I don't see nothing like great yet, or nothing where I'm like, oh man, that's how he gonna impact the team. Like, I don't see none of that.
So you one of those people who believe in the rumors that Derek Carr said he wanted to be off the team.
It ain't no rumors at this point. It's truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Well, I mean, if all this is true, like I hope it's true. You know, I don't
Oh
want
no,
Derek Carr on the
hey,
team.
no, look, see, Ma, this is the good thing though. You look at it two ways. Me, I'm looking at it this way. Like Mickey Loomis. When I don't like somebody, I like when they look like shit, to be honest with you. So I like that he looked bad in this situation. That's like David Griffin. I don't I don't want them Pelicans players to lose 60 games, but I hate David Griffin so much that I'm glad they lost 60 games because that make him look like the sorry shit that he is. So that's how I feel about Loomis. So like this is how I take it. We, a person like me that never wanted Derek Carr, that told people how this was gonna go 3 years ago, yesterday was a good day. Because I never gotta worry about watching him play another game for the Saints. It's clearly over now. I don't have to worry about the thought because I don't think the team that good anyway. I don't have to worry about him potentially playing and tricking them into saying maybe maybe we can keep this guy in 2026 and beyond. So that's over with. So like I don't never have to worry about watching them again play for my team. So with that being said, how you hate Dennis Allen, I hate Derek Carr like that even more. So yesterday was a good day for me in that point that like in that way. So like at least we never have to worry about watching them again. That's the one good thing, especially if you like me and you don't like him.
So you think Derek Carr has
Oh
already
yeah,
played his last snap in New
yeah.
Orleans?
I said he played this last snap as soon as it happened. When he got hurt against the Giants, I just didn't know it was gonna come like I didn't know it was gonna be like this way, but I thought that was his last snap anyway.
Hmm. To me, Derek Carr strikes me as a guy who says all the right things in front of the cameras, but behind closed doors, I really feel like he's emotionally frail. I really feel like he's a family oriented type of guy. So once his family was getting attacked on Twitter, like his wife, uh, his brother, at first everybody was rooting for him, but then we seen his true colors, and the whole city just turned against him. And he already stated in Oakland, he said, "Yeah, man. Once they started talking about my wife, I was out." And once New Orleans found that out, they were like, "Oh yeah, that's all it takes to get you up out of here." You said that to the wrong city. And he even made a joke about it. He even made a joke about it when the Saints had did like some type of PR for the social media, Twitter. He made some type of joke insinuating that, oh yeah, he get a lot of love being sarcastic on social media, from the fan base.
Was that
So,
last year? Like
uh,
last offseason or
yeah, I
something?
think it was in the off season. So when you
Oh
making a joke about it, the truth come out in a joke. So you aware of what's going on. So I really feel like, he like the city against me. Well, shoot, it's time for me to be against the city. And you know what's funny about all this?
yeah.
He in Italy. He in Italy right now, living it up. Like he could give two fucks about what the fan base think about posting all these rants on Twitter. posting all these rants on these podcasts. He could give two fucks because
Hey,
whether he in the black
you,
and gold or not, he's getting that bread.
yeah, you'll do the same. You finesse somebody, you'll do the same.
Yeah. So shout out to Carl. Shouts out to his agent. I feel like this is mutually beneficial, but off that,
Oh
this
yeah,
opened up a can of worms.
I do think it's beneficial, depending on how you want to, like, depending on your ways of quote unquote wanting to build a team. I do
Okay.
think it's beneficial. So like if you like, as far as like the draft, if you want them to quote unquote like take a quarterback this year, or if you was a person like me who always wanted them to just go to Spencer Rattler because it's like it's nothing but upside. It's a 95% chance you're gonna have a top five, top three pick with Spencer Rattler. It's 5% chance, hey, he might be good. It's literally no negative point with him starting. Because I'm tired of them. Like I looked at, like, some of the guys that cover the team, and they talked about, oh, the rebuild is finally here. Dog, the rebuild been here. It's been here. This team ain't been good in years. This team ain't been good since Sean Payton last year. Like when I thought they was like an actual viable team where like I can see that where it was talent in certain places. Like that's the last time this team actually been good. So now we get to get a product where, most likely we're gonna get a top pick. I'm just judging off what we've seen so far from Spencer Rattler. Like we get a high draft pick. I'm not even gonna just go on Spencer Rattler, 'cause the thing is the defense ain't good either. So like, but I'm saying, like, you got the potential. You gonna either be really good, or you gonna either find out something about Rattler that's good, or you gonna end up getting a high pick. That's the best case scenario.
So if Shadur Sanders right there at 9, and we didn't even have to trade up for him, you you miss out on Lamar, you miss out on Pat. A lot of people feel like this guy's a franchise changing guy. You you not sold on him. You think take away the father, take away the last name. This guy just another average Joe.
I like Shador. I always told people that I had no problem with Shador. Like if they took him, I'm fine. But it's just me, like, knowing some stuff. I just don't feel like they will take him, and I don't think this decision or whatever what happened to Carr will just like force them to take him. Now, one thing I don't like is I don't like the rumors of the 26-year-old quarterback, or the quarterback that's gonna be 26 from Louisville. Like we
Yeah.
talking about a player that was in college for 7 years. Now he did redshirt one, but like he had three season-ending injuries in the years that he played, in some of the years he played. Then he never had one great year. Like his best year is at 25, and it's a good solid year. It's not even a great year. Like quarterbacks that's in college that long, dude. If you in your 7 year of college, like you should be looking like what fucking Jaden Daniels, Bo Nixon, Michael Penix look like in their 5th year or they redshirt senior year of college. Like that's what you should look like. His year was solid at 25. Like I'm not spending a top 40 pick on that. But that's kind of a QB that I heard that the Saints like right now. But that's just like me personally. I'm not spending a top 40 pick on that. I like Shador. If they take him at 9, I'm cool. If they don't, that's on them. But I don't want to just like I want them to really like the quarterback. That's basically all I'm saying. Like
Yeah, I was
I don't like Jackson Dart at 9. I I can tolerate Jackson Dart at 40, but that's it. But like if we talking about quarterbacks in the mid rounds like Kyle McCord, Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, hell nah. Just go out with Spencer Rattler and let's go try to bring in some type of vet with him. Like Ryan Tannehill's still out there. He ain't good, but I'll take him just because we need another player because right now, what's his name? Jake Hainer is the quote unquote QB2. That can't happen. So He can't be a QB2 at all. He was the guy that got saved the most yesterday, actually, with Derek Carr, because like he might still end up being on the team. I thought he was gonna get cut.
Well, at the end of the day, there's more to this team right now, so we don't know who this guy actually, have a man crush on. We don't know who he fell in love with in the film room. We don't know who he fell in love with, going through his quarterback workouts. Like he 9 times out of 10 he got his guy in mind if it's a guy in his draft that he's fond of. So at the end of the day, it's gonna all depend on who he wants. And if who he wants is in this draft right now instead of 2026, then so be it. But I feel like, if a lot of people they'll rather fail taking Shadur Sanders or taking Dart over taking the guy that you mentioned out of
Yeah,
Louisville. Nick really like him. Nick really like him. He started talking about him a lot. After Nick started talking about him a lot, I started seeing other people start talking about him a lot. And you get to just start looking into these guys, and you get to say, oh well, he could be the ace in the hole. He could be that diamond in the rough type of guy that
you know what I
everybody looked over.
you know what I look at him as?
Hmm.
He like a guy, he like a version of like Will Levis, but he's way older than Will Levis. Like he ain't your guy. It might help you get another guy, but I kind of view Spencer Rattler as that. I feel like I already got a guy that can lead me to another guy. I'm not just gonna add a guy. Like if I'm gonna get a guy, I'm gonna try to get a dude that can be like a legit guy.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem with those older quarterbacks, I heard somebody explain it. Now, I'm not gonna get it right the way I remember it. I'm about to butcher it, but he said something along the lines of, when they that old coming out, and let's just say they do become good, if they're gonna start hitting their prime, at an older age, and you kind of don't want them to hit that prime at that older age. You kind of want them to hit their prime in their mid 20s already. So they're coming out already to where they might hit their prime when they like 28, 29. And some people
Yeah,
might think like, well, if they 28, 29, if you get them for, a good 6 years, that's still good. But, to each his own when it comes to that. Like that's a back and forth debate. But
man. But this is the thing though. Like he he was in the same recruiting class with Trevor Lawrence and them. Like he older than Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's crazy to me. Like you you telling me I'm about to spend a top 40 pick on somebody that's older than a dude that's going into his fifth year? Like, come on. I can't do that.
But another thing, the way I look at it, I kind of look at it the same way. What's his name? Um, LaShawn McCoy, he had
Oh,
got
with the
some back.
stars, with the
Yeah, he had
stars.
he had got some backlash on some comments about Cam Ward, and he basically was saying, he wished Cam Ward, all well, but when he's thinking about a franchise that need to get a quarterback, yes, quarterback is a value position, and it's the position that can change your whole franchise if you hit. We all understand that, but he's saying he don't want to just see a guy have one good year. He want to see consistency at all levels. From high school to this level of college, to that level of college. Like he want to see it at all levels, not just one level, and having one good year. He want to see consistency. And there's some blue chip players that you're going to be passing on with years of consistency over a quarterback in the, high value position that we all know, yeah. But at the same time, it was only one good year. But sometimes, when it just certain quarterbacks, you could kind of see it. Like I, a lot of people talk about Jaden Daniels or Joe Burrow. Sometimes you could just see it. And I ain't gonna lie, like out of all the quarterbacks that came out that I wanted us to draft or try to trade up or trade the farm for, it was Joe Burrow, it was Jaden Daniels, and it was Lamar Jackson. Now we ain't have to trade up or nothing for Lamar Jackson. He fell right into our lap. We just passed on
Yeah.
him. But that was the only three people I wanted to draft. Like I ain't want to draft none of these other people. Like I ain't even gonna lie. And when people talk about Milrow, when people talk about Shadur Sanders and Jackson Dart, I'm on some, man, I don't even care. Let's just get a quarterback. But I kind of be a hypocrite because I didn't want Kenny Pickett. Like I didn't want some of these other
Oh
quarterbacks. Like
yeah,
I was like,
that's fine.
but I remember people saying, "Nah, man, let's get Kenny Pickett. Why not? Let's take a chance." So it's just one of them things, man. You never know. You just gotta get who's your guy, dog. At the end of the day, that's gonna be nobody but Mo Tutty's decision, and we just gotta hope he make the right one. You know,
Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of this kind of how I feel going into the draft. You know, if you like Shador, you like him, but you know, if not, just draft good players at this point. Like I was
can't go wrong with
against
that.
I was against like the with Carr getting hurt. I'm not even against a dude like Ashton Genty at this point. Now I it's one player that they've been connected to that I'm not really like I like them, but like I'm not taking them in the top 10. I'm not taking Tyler Warren at pick 9. Hell no. Because I don't even think he's the best tight end in the draft. I think the dude from Michigan is better than him, Colston Loveland. But like, you know, if you like Ashton Genty, do I think it's the smartest pick to make? Possibly, probably for where they at. Probably not, but it's not gonna piss me off. But like at this point, man, I'm just trying to fill as many holes as possible
I don't know,
because
man.
it's a
I
lot.
like when I look at Aston Genty, I'm one of them people. I think running back should be like one of them last final pieces. Like
That's
just like
how
with just
that's
like with
how I feel.
Saquon. Like it should be a last final piece. You got to make sure everything all together, especially in a deep running back draft like this. Like to me, it just don't make sense. And then I still have a little faith in Kendra Miller if he could stay on the field. That's
He
just
don't.
me.
Me personally, he don't matter. It's a lot. Like I think it's a lot of players on the Saints team that's just on the team. I don't think they matter. Like I don't think Kendra Miller matter. I don't think Nick Saldiveri matter. I don't think that whole
Hmm.
round 2 through 4 don't matter. Like
Hmm.
even like uh uh Jordan Howden. Like I at least see where he's a viable backup player.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think Brian Brzee. I mean, I think it's a lot to be desired. Like, I think right now he a bad player. Got some
Hmm.
stats, but I think he a bad player right now. As far as
Hmm.
like the run stopping and just like he's basically like a one down player. So he kind of to me he's still like rough, but I mean he's fine. But like the rest outside of Brzee and Howden, who's a backup. Like I just think two through rounds, the guys who they took in the fourth round, Hayner, Saldiveri, then Kendre and Foskey, obviously, like they all just irrelevant players. And
Hmm.
that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do this year. I'm just trying to get players. Like I want to come away with a starting corner. I want to come away with a offensive weapon for in the pass catching game, whether it's a tight end or a bigger receiver, something that can at least help like my guy 12, help him. Um Obviously add another running back that can come in and immediately be the RB2 and eventually take over as the one because there's a lot of running backs in this class. I'm looking at another safety that can replace Tyrann probably halfway through the season because I think he's a cook player in my opinion. Um I think obviously another guard, a left guard, but I'm not opposed to a tackle because I don't think Trevor Penning is good and I don't think he's in their future. So I'm just trying to come away with like a successful draft for me is if we had 3 starters this year and 2 high level role players. Two
Okay.
plus high level role players.
Okay, so you want Snake to go ahead on and start this year, and if he hit, cool. If he don't, we got a top pick. So, what do you feel about the people talking about? Oh, let's just go ahead on and tank for Arch Manning.
I don't think Arch Manning, that's still to be seen if he's coming out because I
Hmm.
think that right now he'll play 2 years. Like Arch would have to have like the year that like Bryce Young had, where they went to the championship in his second year and he was the Heisman winner. I think that's like the only way he'll leave school.
Hmm. Yeah, and then on top of that, we don't really know how good he is yet because he haven't started. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think I like his tools. Like, you know, he's 6'3", 6'4". He like 220. Unlike his uncles, he can legitimately run. Like, I didn't see him house a 70-yard run and like not have guys really close to him. So I do think he got like a. I do think that he fit more of the new age ability, the quarterbacks that can do stuff with their legs that you like and can improvise.
And you also not opposed to Nussmeier either, right?
I like him. I think he can be a good player. I think he got a lot of stuff to clean up on, but like I think it's certain things you can see. Like you can see that his dad is like a QB coach. Like he don't his flaw. Like I know you said you don't like watch a lot of college. His flaw was like he he was great at at avoiding sacks. Like that's a good thing. But like he could use his legs, but he doesn't, and that's a bad thing. And then he also got a little bozo gene in him. But like I see where he can be good at. Like you can see when a guy like if he can clean up this, if he can clean up that, like yeah, this dude can be like a good player. But then I think I like the Clemson quarterback. And you know, next year they like a lot of people like the Penn State quarterback. I still got to see a lot more from him, but you know how they gonna be on a quarterback when they like young and they 6'5", like 240. They always gonna feel like, man, I can get that guy and coach him up. So and then I like the South Carolina quarterback potentially if he was to come out. Sellers,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what if we was to just, go left field and get a guy like Jalen Walker or Jaheed Campbell at 9?
Uh so Jalen Walker or Jahad Campbell.
Yeah.
Now see the thing on Jahad Campbell is I don't know, cause see Jahad Campbell he got a shoulder surgery. I
Oh
don't
yeah, I don't think he's gonna play the first couple of weeks.
Nah, I think he gonna play. He gonna. I think he'll be ready. But like that's one of them guys that's like they probably not ready till to like training camp. So they'll probably drop him. Jalen Walker, I like him, but I don't think the Saints will take him. Like
Mm,
I think he gonna be going before we pick. I think he gonna be with the Panthers.
yeah.
And I think this is the thing. Crazy thing is, I think both of them dudes gonna be in the division. I think Jahai Campbell gonna fall to the Bucks and they gonna take him. And I think Jalen Walker gonna be with the Panthers. That's
Mm.
like the most connected players to each team.
So if Campbell go to the Bucks, he gonna be right there next to
Yeah, he gonna take over for Levante.
Levante David.
Yeah, because he's still there.
Yeah, he got old, but don't they got somebody else right there next to Devontae David? That's good.
Nah, not no more.
Hmm. I ain't talking about Devin White. I don't know, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a real interesting draft. I really feel like this Derek Carr situation really opened up a can of worms. With it's like 3 days before OTAs, right?
Yeah, that's on Monday.
Okay, and like what 2 weeks from the draft, 2.5 weeks from the draft. Like I think this
Yeah,
opened up a can of like, and they said half the Saints people in the organization didn't even know this was going on. So it's like this opened up a lot of new conversations, and
yeah.
maybe they
It's
draft big
clear.
board and change.
Yeah, it's clear what happened. Like it's clear the dude faking. So I mean, it's whatever at
So
this
what you
point.
think is likely to happen? Like, do you think he's just going to be on the team? And like, I don't even want him on.
Like he
I don't
might
even want him
no,
in.
he's not gonna be bro. He's not injured players not around the team, bro. Like a lot of injured players not around the team. So, you know, he ain't gonna be here. He just got his money and he gone. Like he ain't gonna be around the guys. Which cool. I wouldn't want that motherfucker around my team anyway. I don't like him. He
Yeah,
was
I don't.
always fake and disingenuous. I don't know what
Yeah,
people thought they seen in him.
yeah.
Like he was like they thought this dude was gonna make us good. Like I can't believe people got gaslit by all these outlets that cover the same thinking that like this is gonna be something, bro. The dude was never like that. He
So
was
what's
like that when Obama was in office.
so what's your take on the quarterback room of Snake, Sanders, and Teddy Bridgewater?
I mean, Teddy Bridgewater in Detroit. I mean, he in Detroit right now, so
He is.
yeah,
I thought he a
he had
free agent.
resigned. Nah,
When?
he resigned. He resigned
Hmm,
quick.
damn, I thought he was a free agent.
I
Hmm.
think that's an unathletic quarterback, right? If you
Yeah,
ask
but I
me, to
yeah, but
be
I just
honest with
think
you,
I
but
think I think he is a good. I think he'll be a good
yeah, he's
mentor.
good. Yeah, yeah. Like I would take that type of guy, you know, on a team at this point. I just
Who?
I think because I do think we need to add a vet.
That's another thing. Like, what's your NFL comp for Sanders? Because I didn't heard his range from Andy Dalton to Tua to
It's gonna be a quarterback that don't got a strong arm and like not that athletic. So it's gonna kind of be those type of quarterbacks. But I don't think he the
who's
most
yours?
unathletic.
Who's yours though? Who's your comp for him?
The
I didn't
Andy
heard
Dalton one
Teddy
is a good one.
Bridgewater.
The Andy Dalton Teddy Bridgewater is probably a good one. That's probably a good comp.
Well, damn, I
I
ain't
know.
sure.
The one thing I hate. The one thing I hate is I be hearing people say, "Oh, bro, he like Gino." Like I don't think people realize like if Shador had Gino, if Shador had Gino traits, Shador go number one.
Mm.
Like that's like when somebody said, "Man, he should Shador Aaron Brooks." Like dog, if Shador had Aaron Brooks traits, he's going number one with ease. Because Aaron Brooks
Mm.
got a stupid ass arm and he can run. And he ran a 4.5. Like, I think people be
I'm gonna put that.
underestimating how
I'm gonna put that on Twitter and say you said that. I'm gonna be like, yeah, Marlon said if Shadur had Aaron Brooks straight, he'll go number one.
he would. But
I'm gonna
but
put that. But what I'm about to say,
what one other just quick thing. Because I was just going off. I was listening to NOF because I listened to both the little Nick Emergency pods. I don't feel bad for them old players. I don't. The old vets, I don't
was
because
that an old video that was going around with Cam Jordan talking about the team when he was saying all the
man,
injuries?
that was on like Wednesday, man. I'm so tired of Cam Jordan being on the
No, but
team,
I
bro.
could have sworn he said that before. Was that an old video
He's been saying the
recirculating?
same, bro. He's been saying the same thing for like 3 years. All he do is blame injuries and da
So
da
that
da
was
da da.
new.
Yeah, that's new,
I
man.
thought that was
I'm
that
so
same
tired.
old
I'm so
video.
tired of that, bro. I'm like, all I want is them dudes to just be like, I'm ready for the season to be over, even though the draft ain't even start. Because I'm ready to be out the business from 32-7. Even though Taysom don't talk, but 56-94. I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm
I
ready for
seen
all them
one.
dudes to be
I seen
gone.
one dude say, "Man, let's give Taysom a chance at quarterback."
Might as well. I don't even think Taysom should be on the team, bro. Like I think they should move on for him personally. But they talking about, man, I see people talking about what about Aaron Rodgers? And then you see fans talking about Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, bro, why do y'all want to try to win games? Your team sucks. Like you literally should like. I've never seen a team that want to fight. Like a team that's
Yeah.
not good that want to fight it unless they want to fight and fight their heart out to be mid at best. Like that's literally the opposite of what they should be doing. Every like person that talk football like publicly, like the experts is like, man, that team really should like kind of embrace where they at. If they embrace it, they can quote unquote get out of it and get the quarterback that they potentially want. If they not into the guys this year, which as of right now, they not into the guys. They was into one guy, which was
Mm.
Cam Ward. But like,
Okay, well, look. Now that we in this position with Derek Carr, do you think we could renegotiate with them? Do you think they'll be more willing to renegotiate and get that number 9 pick and get them future first rounds? Because it's probably likely that we're
boy,
gonna be more we're
if
gonna be more
if
worse off now.
if the Saints did that trade, I never watch another Saints game again. Never, dog. That would be talk about that
That's
be
the
the wor-
same thing. What's his
that
name?
would
Matthew Moscona said about if they get Miro. He said, "I'm
that
out."
would dogs. I don't think people realize how reckless that because this if it was me and I was Tennessee, you know what, fuck it, we gonna do it. That team garbage. And they so stupid they don't think they garbage. So I try to do the trade. Dog, we talking about you gonna give Kansas, you gonna give Tennessee gonna have a top five pick in 2026 and they're gonna have a top five pick in 2027 because the Saints won't be good either of them years. And at least next year, we know they're not going to be good. Like bad teams should not be trading picks. The Saints shouldn't trade no picks. Like I'm hearing people
Did
talk
the
about,
same thing with the
oh,
Eagles.
the Saints talking about they was talking about, and that team was way better than this one, and that team wasn't even good. But like, you got fans talking about, man, we can take Ash Denny at 9 or Tyler Warren at 9, and then we can trade back up and go get Shador if he falls or dog. You know how much that trade up gonna cost? That shit gonna be giving up potentially a first round pick next year. bad teams shouldn't operate like that. It's like I don't know, bro. Our fan base got just got like a low IQ, bro. Like they don't realize like bad teams can't operate like they a good team. Like you got to operate like you bad. You got to protect bad teams. Got to
Well, see, that's
protect
the
their
thing.
assets.
That's
They
the
keep the
thing. You
ball.
you 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 were saying you were saying, oh, this been a rebuild. This been a rebuild to you. This ain't been a rebuild to them. So now maybe this might force them to be like, okay, this is a rebuild. So that's why I say I see the good. I see the good in this Derek Carr injury. Like they was moving as if they wanted to be competitive. They was pushing all the chips in, to win a division and see what happened in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they wasn't trying to
Did
rebuild.
you
They
see what
was
Lance Moore
doing
said? You see what Lance Moore said?
nah.
He was doing this little podcast with a few guys that cover the team, and he was like, man, when I was here, we used to try to like, he an agent now. He was like, we used to try to win. The goal was the ultimate goal in the NFL is to try to win a championship. And it's just like, you telling me Mickey and them basically Mickey like the goal now is to try to compete in a bad division. Like that's the goal. That's the ultimate satisfaction. Like it's no goal. Where's the goal to either become a championship contender team or to like be a great team? It's like no goal in that. It's the goal is to try to be like the best mid amongst mid. Like
And you
and
can't
the thing
and
and
you
you
can't
and,
blame injuries. You can't blame injuries because the
yeah,
Browns had a lot of injuries that year they went to the playoffs, and
yeah.
they went to the playoffs with all them injuries in that tough ass division with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Ravens, and
Dudes
the
got they got Hall
the
of Fame.
Bengals
They got Hall of Fame quarterbacks in that division, man.
and coaches,
You
Hall of Fame
crazy.
coaches too, and just a damn history of culture, of just NFL rivalism, and just when you think about the NFL and you just think about all the things that made the NFL the NFL, like the Pittsburgh Steelers, they don't get no more classic than that. They don't get no more classic than the Baltimore Ravens. Like, you know, like they still won that division. No, did they win a division or did they just make it in on a wild card? I forgot, but
Who?
anyway it go, they went to the playoffs with a lot of them injuries. The
Who you talking
Browns,
about?
the Browns. So
I mean, I don't even.
I'm talking
They
about that
took
year
Joe
when they
Flacco
lost.
off the street, man.
Yeah, the year when they went to the playoffs with Joe Flacco and
I do
they
help
lost
when
to
you
the.
gotta. It do help when you got a Hall of Famer on your team on the defense that's still in his prime. Uh, no, I think the Browns like. I think they do got some great players, which like I don't really
Yeah, I
think
don't know
we
why.
have.
I don't know why all these people think the Browns just gonna be just this sad ass team and saying they're gonna be the worst team in the league. I can't see that.
Yeah, yeah. Like I feel like we gonna be the worst team in the league or amongst them. I thought that even if Carr played, because I just all niggas try to point to is all the people try to point to is they say the schedule, the schedule, the schedule. Dog, that's what teams see when they see us, the schedule. Yeah, but
A
really,
lot of people just can't fathom us winning 4 games. A lot of people
I don't
just
know
can't fathom
why
that.
it got put in their face this year.
Like you could look at that schedule and a lot of people could name like 6 wins off the bat.
I'm not. I don't think the Saints are off the bat team.
I
Like
mean, at the end of the day, that was Derek. That was Dennis Allen. That was led by Dennis Allen. We don't know what this regime gonna do. We don't know what this regime gonna do. So I'm waiting. I can tell you one thing. Since Dennis Allen gone, and if Derek Carr not playing a snap, oh boy, my fandom about to come back. I always been a fan, but it's different when you hate your head coach and you hate your quarterback. It's different. So
But see, the
I'm
person,
about to
the
be
person that
rooting.
I hate, the person that I hate, still around.
Well, I got no choice. I got no choice but for this to work. No matter how it's gonna make him look, like I got no choice but for more Tutties to go out here and produce and do good. Like I hate Mickey Loomis, but it's different when he not hands on everyday practice. He's not hands on game day. You know, like I'm not even thinking about Mickey Loomis when it's game day. I'm thinking about Derek Carr and Dennis Allen. So you know, when when Kellen Moore come up in here and do his thing, I'm rooting for us to have success because if he hit on Kellen Moore, we set up for years to come. We set up for 15 years. If let's just say if we was to hit on Kellen Moore, we set up for 15 years. So I hope this go right because I don't want it to go wrong and then we in a setback and now we got to look for another coach and hope he pan out.
Yeah, I mean, I hope, I obviously hope, I
So
hope,
I got no choice but to hope that he pan out, regardless
yeah.
on how this gonna make Mickey Loomis look and say I told you so or whatever the case may be.
I no, I'm saying I hope Kellen Moore pan out, but I just have no trust in any team led by Mickey Loomis. I think you can have like damn near like I don't know if God could coach this team because Mickey Loomis got an input on this team. Like that's how little faith that I have in him. And I got called somebody,
Well,
what's that Ralph dude called me negative or something because I said that like, yeah, I don't really got faith in this team. And he's like, well, you root for the team in negativity and you call it realism, but that's just being negative. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. We need more negativity in the world. It's too many niggas that lie about shit because they want to quote unquote be positive. Sometimes you got to be negative because it's the truth. And like, I don't have who has faith. Like, if you, I don't have faith. What has Mickey Loomis done to say, man, believe in him. He's gonna get this thing right. Nothing. So because it was obvious what needed to be done like 3 years ago, and it's like, oh, we're gonna compete. When I was saying, I said some controversial stuff. I said, man, the Saints need to try to max out AK in a trade. You know, I mean, they kept him, and that's cool. And he produces still, so you know it's all well. But like when I was saying, you know, the Saints they need to move on completely from Michael Thomas. They kept him. Like you still got dead money on the books with him this year. Like it just when I was saying you need to trade Lattimore, luckily you got a third and a fourth before the league before he showed the league that hey man, my hamstrings is completely gone. Like I can't play right now. Like you luckily got something off of him, but like you could have got some more if you would have traded him when you probably should have traded him. And I just think that like they don't make any proactive moves. They try to make moves. They can't. They it's like you go into the bathroom and take a shit and like you just choose to ignore the smell. Like they just don't smell their own shit. Like you know sometimes you need to realize that hey man, I gotta I gotta reset. I gotta reset, retool, rebuild. I gotta change up my plan. They do none of that, and that's something that I like. I truthfully like.
but
As
they
long as
forced
that
to now.
dude here,
Forced to
yeah,
now. They
I know,
like they got the new coach.
we stand they forced you now, but like, dude, this team. No, I don't think
The
he
only
was
way
broke.
the only way they gonna stick to this being competitive is if Derek Carr stay on his team and he somehow some way don't get surgery and he end up being fine or get surgery and then the next year afterwards he come back and we just don't draft no quarterbacks and we just waiting on Derek Carr. That's the only way. But I doubt that happened. Like we can't just be sitting on our hands,
Yeah,
especially if he out for the whole season. Like we gonna have to take some type of
if I
precautions.
was him though, I would want to be out for the whole season. Shit, I already got paid, nigga. I don't care about that little uh $60,000, $70,000 game check. That ain't shit to me. I got my money already. You gave me that $10 million bonus, and I got that 30 million, that other 29 million basically.
So is it still likely that we could trade him with his clause? Is it still likely we could still release him? Like,
I mean,
like
you ain't really gonna release him. You probably just gonna tell him, hey, how he said he bought that house in Fresno. This nigga gonna be chilling in Fresno all year, man. That man gonna be a $40 million stay at home dad. He living the dream.
no way in the world that's gonna happen. He care about his
Yep,
image too
yeah,
much.
man. He ain't gonna be in Louisiana.
You
He don't live
crazy.
here.
You
He
crazy.
not, dog.
You talking about
Injured,
during the season?
injured players are not around the team. Injured players, when you like serious, when you like out for the season, you not around the team. Like even if you hurt for like 4 5 weeks, you not around the team. You not in. You don't
They don't only
like
certain players do that. That's why it was such a
man.
big deal was Michael Thomas was doing it.
No, but like you not around the team, bro. Like That was one of the things they said with Lattimore. Lattimore like he them dudes, they be training because a lot of these NFL players got their own people. They got their own team. And like he was training with they got their own team. He would like go so when he showed up to the building to do the rehab, it would be like when the team just not around. Like like a lot of like injured players, they really not around the team. You might have like a Drew Brees that love football and shit. When he get hurt, he might be around the team, but that's it.
Mm. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Like I say,
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
really too be, I don't care.
bro,
Like,
no, no, you don't want him around your team. I don't want that nigga around, bro. I don't want him around. He using that like I'm not trying to go at nobody religion, but he used that Christian shit to like or Christianity, his religion, they try to come off like, oh, he's just such an easy, lucky going guy. Like, man, that dude full of shit, man. It was obvious from the jump. He been full of shit.
yeah.
So I don't
And
want
then
I
you
don't
take,
want him around. I don't want him around Kellen Moore and none of that shit, man.
and then I just know, boy, I just know they were just feeling it when everybody was just praising Jameis Winston. But it seemed like Jameis Winston PR was just adding fuel to the
Man,
fire. Like,
hey,
yeah, man,
hey,
go out
man,
here
they should have brought Jameis back.
and
Come on, see, this is how you know. This is how you know they're getting robbed. Dog, the Saints would have brought in some type of vet quarterback, some type of vet, whether it's like a Jameis Winston, like some type of vet. That's what I said. I told you, I was telling you. I said, man, hey, look, I'll cut Derek Carr and move on, and then I'll let Spencer Rattler play with Jameis Winston. That shit got like one thing: either Spencer Rattler gonna be good, or Jameis Winston gonna play, and he gonna put up stats, and we gonna lose, but we gonna lose for that pick, and dude's gonna get stats. It's a win-win for everybody. I told you we should have signed him. I'm telling you, you can see it.
so go ahead on. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get up out of here. But before we get up out of here, go ahead on and give me the worst thing that can happen, knowing the information we know now, going up until the draft, and what's the best thing that can happen, knowing the information now, leading up to the draft and
I'm gonna say
after the draft.
worst thing that can happen. I'm gonna probably say like the Saints doing something reckless, trying to go sign like Aaron Rodgers. Even though I don't think Aaron Rodgers will probably laugh at them niggas if they called him. To be honest with you, but like something like that, that'll be stupid. Um, like taking a dude like Tyler Shuck in the first round
That
is
ain't gonna
dumb.
happen. They more likely to sign Stewart.
Trading any picks to move up in the draft is dumb because
We
this
do it
team
every
shouldn't
year.
be you different circumstances this year.
Yeah, you're right.
We know you gonna be garbage for the year. Like
I'm saying we
I
might do it to go get Shadur. Like maybe somebody say like,
oh
oh yeah, we
man,
got to get
man, if you
Shadur.
I'm sorry, if you trading up in the top four for Shador, bro, somebody need to get their ass whooped. I'm not trading up for one of the any of these quarterbacks. And I like Shador more than Cam. I'm not trading up for nobody in this fucking draft. Nobody.
Hmm.
But and then I would probably say best case scenario, truthfully, you use all your draft picks, you don't move up, and you just draft good players. And if you just draft good players, either Spencer Rattler good or Spencer Rattler not good. That's the win-win.
So stay pat or move down.
Stay pat. Or to be honest with you, move down. I have no problem with moving down. I want them to trade down in the draft. That's my favorite outcome for the draft. I don't want to pick at 9. I want to pick at 6. I want to pick somewhere between 13 and 16 or 13 and 17.
What about 40?
Who?
What
40?
about
What move? Oh no, 40. I'm gonna stay pat.
okay? So
I'm not
who's your
moving up
best?
though.
So who's your best? What could be the best outcome at 40 and the best outcome at if we was to move down to 13, 14? Who's your two
My
guys?
best outcome at 40, my best outcome at 13, if he was able to trade down, if he was still there, I like Will Johnson. I don't know if they take a cornerback in the first round. If they at 40 or stand at 40, I like if they had the cornerback at 13, I like guys like I like Jaden Higgins from Iowa State. I think he got a lot. I think he do a lot to help the team. Big
Hmm.
body target, kind of like a Drake London but faster.
Yeah,
So that
I
them
mean, if we
kind of
go
like the
wide
players I
receiver,
like.
if we go wide receiver, that'll be no matter who we go with, because it's like you got Olave, you got Sheed, and you got Brandon Cooks. It's like you got something right there, like
Yeah,
So no
I
matter
think
where we
Brandon Cook's
go,
more of like a. I think Brandon Cook's more like a three at this
mm,
point. But I do, but I also think that Brandon Cook's probably like most skilled as a receiver than even Shaheed right now. 'Cause I think Shaheed kind of got like a role. I don't think he's supposed to be your two as of right now. Like if he your two, your tight end got to be like Trey McBride, George Kittle type shit.
mm. Old Derek Carr, man, that boy done been in New Orleans too long. That boy done hit that same Michael Jackson little move as soon as he left Mickey office, bro. I know he was like, I can't believe they did that. But you got anything else you want to say, man, before we get up out of here?
Man, the draft is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be
Um,
fun.
fans should
Y'all,
probably they should probably cherish this time of the
every
Saints being
the
quarter.
hoes is watching. Like literally,
Yeah,
we
know what I'm
is the
saying?
draft. We the
They
number
should
one pick. We the number
we
one pick.
they should cherish it because this is the only time you're gonna be talked about because you are a boring football team on the football field. So cherish being talked about for this couple of weeks
Okay,
because other than that,
before we go, you said we boring. Is that enough reason right there to picture there to change the franchise? Just he gonna bring that
I mean,
juice
I
to the
don't think
team.
Shador that fun of a like. I don't think Shador like the funnest quarterback. I think when you talk about fun quarterbacks, I'm talking about like Josh Allen and shit, like James
Yeah,
Daniels,
but at the
Lamar.
end of the day, if you making
No,
plays, you
I
making
think
plays.
Shador going. I think Shador helped you probably sell tickets,
Like you the one who
but
said it. You the one who said the a viral tweet was like, yeah, Shadur gonna have everybody in the dome with APs on and stuff like that.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
the the celebrity presence he gonna bring to the dome. Like they did it in Mississippi, they did it in Colorado. I really feel like they're gonna have celebrities in the dome. I really feel like Dion gonna bring celebrities to the dome. I really feel like when we win, they're gonna be back to locker room celebrations. I think it's gonna bring a swag to the team. Now, as far as him making swag type of play like Lamar Jackson and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh Josh Allen and all that type of stuff. Like I don't think he got that. I think Jackson Dart got that a little bit more than him. But at the end of the day, if he could get the rock to the
Yeah,
playmakers,
no,
that's all we care about.
I think he'll help sell tickets. I think he'll give a level of interest that the team just don't have. Because
Well, that's what I'm
again,
saying. Like if he's there at 9, if you fighting for your job, trying to save your ass, is this a must pick for Mickey Loomis?
I'm no, no, no. It's no must picks. It's no. He's not a must pick. And this from somebody that likes Shador. He's not a must pick though.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta just go ahead on it and swing. It's been all these years
I
since we
don't think
picked the
no,
number.
I don't think like what I'm saying is I'm not making a pick just to sell tickets. Like man, I'm trying to fucking
It
win.
ain't
I'm
just
trying
to
to
sell
make
tickets.
something.
He's a winner too. Like
Oh no,
he
I do.
he's
I told you I like Shador. I'm just saying I don't think he's a must pick. Like I'm
to
not gonna
me we making this pick to sell tickets is equivalent to when the Browns
ask a
had got
Gentry.
Johnny Manziel. That's that. But I think this different than Johnny Manziel. I think he could really like
I guess I
knock.
don't think the Saints just enter Shador. Maybe I don't want to say why I think that, but like I don't know, man.
They just put the little eye emoji. They says
Man, they playing with that shit because they getting talked about. They just playing with that to me personally. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to say it on here how I feel.
man, there's
I don't
no
feel like
cap,
he'll
no
be in
filter.
there.
There's
All
no
right, I
cap, no
don't think
filter.
they
Go ahead.
into Shador because I don't think Shador they type of nigga. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't think they want to be in the Dion business. I be seeing how certain fans react to it. And by certain, you know what I mean. That's pretty much what I think. I don't think the Saints want that. Maybe just how they run, how I perceive them, but that's just what I feel. I
But
just
there's
don't
new
think that
people
they'll
though.
want him.
There's
Huh?
new people though. I
Man,
mean,
you got the
this
same people at the top. At the top.
so they more of a Teddy Bridgewater type of
Yeah,
quarterback.
they like them, yeah, them types. You know what I mean?
That's Cam Ward. That's
Yeah,
that's 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 Jalen Milrow.
exactly. Exactly.
I wouldn't mind it. I don't care. Like as long as we get somebody who's you ain't got to go Google. As
I
long as we
guess
get some,
this is what I'm saying, Maul. I can be patient with the quarterback thing if you show me a plan. Like if you told me, yeah, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna lean into it. I'm gonna let Rattler play. I'm fine, dog. I
I
ain't
see
I
that's
ain't
the
even
only
gonna.
thing. That's the ace in the whole Rattler, dog. Like, that's the only thing that'll make me be like, well, I ain't tripping on no quarterback because we still got Rattler. Because I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
feel like I want to see what he could do, and I feel
I
like
want to see. That's the thing. I want to see him play. I've told you. I'm like 98% certain that he probably just a backup, but I want to see it because I watched Washington do it. I watched the Commanders do it. They played Sam Howell. He got them Jaden Daniels. Either he gonna be good or he gonna get you that level of quarterback. That's what I want. It's
who is
so
Jaden Daniels?
simple.
Who is Jaden Daniels next year?
Dudes emerge all the time. Jaden Daniels went from a fifth round pick to the second pick. You never know what can happen. You just gotta let the season play out.
Well, if we saying we never know what can happen, we could say that with Shadur Sanders because we'll fuck around and miss out on him, and then he go somewhere and change the franchise. Like you could use that argument both ways.
Yeah, I get it.
Look. The whole's gonna be watching. Everybody is literally got their eyes on the Saints. Like I think we gonna make the draft. We gonna make the draft, especially with the Giants. They got uh they quarterbacks in play. Um, we literally gonna make the draft, bro. Like all these other
Nah, that'd
teams,
be funny if the Giants took and drafted a quarterback. Like I'll
I
laugh
would, I would, I would.
because
Why not?
I don't
And
think
that
they
and that's
out of it.
another and that's another thing. The Steelers, they just got Kenny Pickett, yet they were still competitive. They moved on from him, and now they still in the runnings for another quarterback. Like this ain't like the old times where you just shoot for the stars for a quarterback, and then you just set back for years and years. Like you might be set back for like 3 years, but you still could be right back in the runnings again. And on top of that, you might be competitive throughout the whole time after you done moved on from them. Now, granted, they got a Hall of Fame head coach with Mike Tomlin, and they got a damn good ass defense with T.J. Watt on the other side of the ball. But at the same time, you know, shoot, it still ain't no setback like how it was in the '90s.
Yeah,
So
because
they
the contract is like if you just taking a guy like how they just took Kenny Pickett and he wasn't good. Like okay, they just took Kenny Pickett and he wasn't good. It's
yeah.
like it's when you trading up,
And now
like
they right back in the money. They right back in the
yeah,
market for Shadur Sanders or Jackson Dart. They right back
yeah.
in it.
But I wouldn't
Jalen
want to.
Milrow.
That's the one thing. One thing I wouldn't want to operate the way Pittsburgh operate. I think Pittsburgh is stupidly flawed. And when the
Well,
Saints talk about, we want to be the Steelers, like, dude, the Steelers, like that shit is that's if I was a Steelers fan, I would be fucking angry because they just operating at a better tier than the Saints because they can make the playoffs, but like they can make the playoffs, they will lose every year. They won't have a franchise quarterback, and they just doing rinse, wash, and repeat. It's like the hamster running on the wheel. They just doing that in the most successful way than the Saints trying to do it. But that's like the way. That's like absolute hell as a football fan. The way they operate, but I think the way we operate is worse because we be actively trying to be good and we can't even like be decent. And then we be up in like we spending money to try to the way the Saints be working the cap, man. The Saints, you think them boys a fucking Super Bowl contender. They be working the cap like come on, bro. We ain't doing nothing. So I think we run a worse version of what they doing. They just run the most successful version and they a historical franchise. But like I don't think it's nothing with the way Pittsburgh operate. Nothing about that fun. That shit depressing.
year in, year out, they 10 wins, but they just ain't got enough to get over that hump when it comes to the playoffs. And I just think they just need to get that quarterback to get them over that hump. Like that's
Yeah.
what I think. And same thing with us. But it'd be funny if we do get Shadur Sanders and he be our version of Justin Herbert. I heard somebody say, "Yeah, man, that dude a TikTok quarterback." I'll be like, oh man.
If Shador was Justin Herbert, he's going
Yeah.
number one. He going number one,
No,
but
I'm
he
just
not
saying if
Justin
he
Herbert.
I'm saying if he become Justin Herbert when he get to the league, like, be a
I
pretty
don't know.
good
I'm gonna have to
quarterback,
compare
but
that. I'm gonna have to compare that to like a mo. I'm at the if Shador any of the top quarterbacks that I'm gonna compare him to, it's probably gonna have to be like a maybe like, and I don't even think he that because I think and he ain't even the most athletic, but like maybe a CJ Stroud that would be like the best case, but like some of them other dudes, like I don't see it at all.
well, man, we're gonna see, man. Appreciate you for coming on the show, man. It's always a pleasure having you on. You're welcome back anytime, man. You go ahead on and tell them people where they can follow you at on your social media account, man.
You can follow me on Twitter at its Rainy RAINEY Doe. Just giving a lot of sports takes. I got a Pops Avi to represent my mood from Friday, represent my mood of a smirk on his face, because I'm just, pissed off at these New Orleans teams for constantly wasting our time and playing in our face. And hopefully better days is ahead. Far as the Pelicans, pray that this shit is bigger than David this is bigger than Willie Green. Pray that David Griffin is gone because he worse than Mickey Loomis. And Mickey Loomis is like up there with the worst people
I don't
in
know
human
about that.
history. Who?
I honestly think they got them injuries on their side.
Man,
I
that team
like
is
the way
so
our team
bad
been
built,
I like the
bro.
way I like the way our team been constructed lately. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
I just really
And
think
I
we got
wouldn't give that
injury
nigga
luck.
credit for nothing, man. Fuck him.
I just think
I don't like nobody on the Pelicans. Far as like the hierarchy, man, that dude, that's them. We had a rebuild born on third base, and niggas ain't go nowhere. You can't even go backwards in baseball, but they did. If we taking it in that type of terminology,
mm. So you think we need to go ahead on and see what's up with that coach that just got fired?
man, you gonna have to, man. Them dudes ain't coming here, man. New Orleans ain't no desirable location. You got to reset the whole organization to get a type of coach like that.
All right.
Because if I got to work with David Griffin, I'll go work on TV before I work with that nigga.
Mm. Well, maybe the fourth time the charm, man. Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, Zion Williamson, and Cooper Flag, man. The fourth time the charm, man. But thanks for coming on the show, Mar. Let me let you go ahead on and get up out of here, man. Be safe over this weekend. And yeah, man, as soon as some more news drop, man, we'll get right back at it, man, and get to running about this funky ass team that we love.
Got you, man. I'll be back on. I'll talk to you.
All right, man.
All right, take care.
All right. Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all feel about the Derek Carr situation down in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure y'all done, already stated y'all feelings and a lot of other Saints podcasts. But go ahead on and let me know what you feel in the comment section below. Let me go ahead on and get that like from you if you like the content that was put out today that you listening to. Hopefully you listening to this while you at work. Hopefully you listening to this while you cooking or cleaning, and just josing your day, man. But until next time, man, y'all be safe out there. Who that and shoot, Derek Carr. Shoot, that when Derek Carr pulled that move, that was Lil Derek. That was an Uptown St. Thomas project finesse move right there, man. But y'all be safe out there, man. Have a good weekend, man. Who that?